The other big priority for our country, of course, is the funding of our government. We have been working in good faith around the clock every single day for months and weeks and over the last several days. Quite literally, it's on the clock to get that job done. We believe that we can get to the solution on these issues to prevent the government shutdown. And that's our first responsibility. You also heard, I'm sure, that there was...
In time.
Some do. Some don't.
I certainly didn't expect this. Do you know what they tell us down there?
What about?
About this residence.
Really, sir? How could you believe such cock and bull stories told by people who never set foot here? For of course, if they had.
Quite so. But may I say, where are the instruments of torture?
The what?
The rags, the red hot pincers, and all the other paraphernalia.
Ah, you must hear your little joke, sir.
My little joke? No, I wasn't joking. No mirrors, I notice. No windows, only to be expectable, and nothing breakable. But damn it all, they might have left me my toothbrush.
That's good. So you haven't yet got over your, what do you call it, sense of human dignity. Excuse my smiling.
I'll ask you to be more polite. I won't tolerate that.
Sorry, sir. No offense meant. But all our guests ask me the same questions. Silly questions, if you will pardon my saying so. Where's the torture chamber? That's the first thing they ask. All of them. They don't bother their heads about the bathroom requisites. That I can assure you. But after a bit, when they've got their nerve back, they'll start in about their toothbrushes and what not. Good heavens, Mr. Garcin. Can't you use your brains? What, I ask you, would be the point of brushing your teeth?
Of course, you're right. And I suppose you're under order not to answer questions. I won't insist. I know what's coming to me, and I'm facing the situation. I'm facing it. So, that's that. No toothbrush. There's no bed! There's no bed either! One else sleeps, I take it.
That's so...
Just as I suspected, why should one sleep? You feel your eyes closing, but in a flash, dream flies away, miles and miles away, and it starts all over again, yeah?
What are you talking about?
Your eyelids. They're like a small black shutter that clicks down and makes a break, and everything goes black. No eyelids, no sleep, I take it. I shall not sleep again. But then how? How shall I endure my own company? You see, I'm fond of teasing. Yes, it's a second nature of mine. I used to tease myself. I slept well. There was a field in my dream, just an ordinary field. I used to stroll in it, you know. Tell me, is it daytime?
Oh, can't you see? The lights are on.
I get it, it's your daytime. And outside?
Outside?
Yeah, you know what I mean, beyond that wall.
There's a passage.
And what lies beyond?
There's more rooms, more passages, and stairs.
Yes, and what lies beyond them?
That's all?
Surely you have a day off sometime.
No, never.
Never.
Well, if you don't need me anymore, sir, I'll be off.
Wait! This is antenna, isn't it? And if I pull, you're bound to come.
That's so, in a way. But you can never be sure about that antenna. There's something wrong with the wiring, and it doesn't always work.
It's working all right.
So it is. But I wouldn't be too sure about it if I were you. It's, Capricorns. Well, if you don't need me anymore, I'll be off.
Wait!
Sorry, sir.
Never mind.
This is your room, madam. If there's any information you require, most of our guests have quite a lot to ask me, but I won't insist. Anyhow, as regards the toothbrush and antenna, this gentleman here can tell you anything you want to know as well as I could.
Where is Florence? Ask about Florence, where is she?
I have no idea.
That's the way it works, yeah? Torture by separation. Well, as far as I can tell, you will get anywhere. Florence was a tiresome little fool. I won't miss you in this.
I beg your pardon, who do you suppose I am?
You? The torture, of course.
The torture? How ridiculous! Too comic for words. So you came in, had a look at me, and thought why I was one of the staff? Oh, how ridiculous! Torture indeed. It's that silly fellow's fault. He should have introduced us. My name is Joseph Garcin. I'm a journalist. I'm a man of letters by profession. And as you're both in the same boat, so to speak, may I ask, who are you, Mrs.
Not Mrs. I'm unmarried.
Sorry? Sorry, I'm sorry. That's a start anyway, yeah. So now that we've met, may I ask, why do you think I look like a torturer? And how does one recognize these torturers when one sees them?
They look frightened.
Right? How ridiculous. Right? Of what? Of whom? Of whom should they be frightened? Of the victims?
I laugh away. I always used to watch my face in the glass.
Glass! How beastly of them! Look! There's nothing. They've removed everything, even resembling a glass. Anyhow, I can assure you, I'm not frightened. I understand my situation very well and its gravity too well, but I'm not afraid.
That's your affair. Must you be here all the time, or do you take a stroll outside now and then?
No, there's no way out.
That's too bad.
I understand. It bores you having me here. And quite frankly, I'd rather be alone. I like to think things out, you know. One does that better by himself. But we'll manage somehow. I suggest that we make a point of being extremely courteous to each other.
I'm not polite.
Oh yeah? And then I will be polite for two.
Just what I reproach you with. Talk about politeness, and you don't even try to control your face.
What's wrong with my face?
Remember, you're not alone. You have no right to inflict a sight of your fear on me.
Aren't you afraid?
What for? There was some point of being afraid before, when one had hope.
But still before we haven't yet begun to suffer.
That's true. Who knows what's going to happen?
I don't know, I'm waiting.
are still coming in, and I'm still joined by my colleague Vitaly Shevchenko.
No one else is coming.
To bring this in because we've just heard from Mr. Navalny's press.
We're to stay by ourselves, just three of us. This lady, this gentleman, and myself.
There's nothing to laugh about.
It's those chairs. They're so hideous. And just look how they've been arranged. Is that one of mine? But you cannot expect me to sit on that one. It would be too horrible for words, you know. Would you prefer mine? No, I don't think so. It will not be so much better. The only one which might do to wish is that gentleman's.
Please take it, madam.
Thanks. Well, as we're to live together, I suppose we'd better introduce ourselves. My name's Rico, Estelle Rico. I'm Ines Serrano. Very pleased to meet you.
I'm Joseph Garcin, a journalist.
Do you require me any longer?
No, you can go. I'll ring if I want to. You're so pretty. I wish we had some flowers to buy. Oh, flowers! Yes, I always loved flowers. Well, there is a great thing to keep us as cheerful as we can, don't you agree? Oh, of course you too are already... Yeah, a week ago. What about you? I'm quite recently, yesterday. As a matter of fact, the ceremony is not quite over. The wind's blowing my sister's veil all over the place. She's trying her best to cry. Come dear, make another effort. That's better. Oh, what a sight Olga looks this morning. She's holding my sister's arm, helping her along. And she's not crying. I don't blame her. Tears always mess one's face up, don't they? Olga was my bosom friend, you know. What was it? Pneumonia. It's over. It's over now. And you, Mr. Garcin?
12 bullets through my chest. Sorry. I fear I'm not a good company among the dead. Yeah.
No, please don't use that word. It's so crude and terribly bad taste, really. It doesn't mean much anyhow. Somehow I feel so much alive as never before. If we're absolutely got to mention this sort of things, I suggest we call ourselves absentees. Have you been absent for long?
About a month.
Have you anyone left down there?
Yes. My wife. She's waiting at the entrance of the barracks. They won't let her in, but she goes there every day to peep between the bars. Now she's going away. She's not crying. She never did cry anyhow. It's a bright sunny day and she's like a black shadow creeping down the empty street with those big tragic eyes of hers, with that martial look they always had. Oh, how she got on my nerves!
You look so far away.
I was setting my life in order. You may laugh, but it's better to follow my example.
Ah, no need. My life is in perfect order. It tidies itself up nicely on its own accord, so I don't bother about it anymore.
You imagine it so simply, don't you? Oh yeah? Well, it's so hot in here, isn't it? Do you mind if...
How dare you! No, please don't. I always hated men without their shirts.
I'm sorry, in newspaper's office there was a regular black hole. We never kept our...
He was looking...
Is it night now?
That's so Olga's undressing. That must be after midnight. How quickly the time passes on Earth.
Yeah, it's after midnight. They've sealed up my room. It's dark. Pitch dark and empty.
How about you? Do you like men in there without their shirts?
Actually, I don't care much for men anyway.
Really? I can't imagine why they put us free together. I expected to meet old friends or relatives, but why? Of all people, they put us together.
A pure fluke, I should say. They lost people as they can. Why are you laughing?
Just in use with their flukes, as if they left anything to chance. But you can reassure yourself somehow.
But really, do you think we may have met each other at some time in our lives?
I wouldn't have forgotten you. I am a post office clerk.
In that case, and you, Mr. Garcin?
No. We've never met. I always lived in my little town.
Then you must be right. That's mere chance that has brought us together.
Mere chance? Nothing was left to chance! This room was all set for us!
For us, not for me, no. Just look, everything here, so hideous, all in angles. I always hated angles.
All right.
So uncomfortable.
You've given us quite enough hints. You may as well come on with it.
But I do not know nothing,
You know.
absolutely nothing.
Come
I'm
on.
dark as you
Come
are.
on.
Estelle, what have you done? I mean, why they have left you here?
That's just it. I haven't a notion. Actually, I'm wondering if there hasn't been some ghastly mistake. Don't smile, please. Just think of the number of people who become absentees every day. Isn't it better to think we've got here by mistake?
Is the toy going to Tony?
What else should I tell? I've nothing to hide. I lost my parents when I was a kid, and I had my young brother to bring up. We were terribly poor. And then an old friend of my parents asked me to marry him. I said yes. My husband was very well off and quite nice, and my brother was so delicate child, needed all sorts of attention. So that was the right thing for me to do, don't you agree? Of course, my husband was old enough to be my father, but for 6 years we had happy married life. Then, 2 years ago, I met a man I was fated to love. We knew it the moment we set eyes on each other. He asked me to run away with him, but I refused. Then, I got pneumonia, and it finished me. That's the whole story. Of course, by certain standards, I did wrong to sacrifice my youth to a man nearly 3 times my age. Do you think that could be called a sin?
Certainly not. Now tell me, is it a crime to stand by one's principles?
Of course not. No one could blame a man for that.
Wait for it. I ran a pacifist newspapers. Then war broke out. What was I to do? Everybody was watching, wondering, will he dare? Will I dare? I folded my arms. And they shot me. Had I done anything wrong?
Wrong? It's the opposite. You were a hero! What about your wife, Mr. Garcin?
My wife? Well, it's simple. I rescued her from the gutter.
You see.
Ah, yes, I see. Here, there is no point of play acting and throwing dust into each other's eyes. We're all tarred with the same brush.
How dare you?
We're all criminals. Murderers, all three of us. Yes, my pet, we're in hell. They don't make mistake. People are not dead for nothing.
Stop, for heaven's sake!
Yes, you're a damn soulmate, little blessed saint. Indeed, our friend, a noble pacifist. Yes, we all have our moment of pleasure, haven't we? And there were people who blame their lives for our sake and chuckle over it. Yes. So now it's time to pay the reckoning.
Shut up, damn it!
I understand why they put the three together.
I advise you to think twice before you say any more.
What do you mean?
I mean that each of us will be the torturer for the two others.
No! No! I shall never be your torturer. I have nothing against you, not at all. Listen, the solution's easy enough. Each of us stays put in his or her corner with only his thoughts for company. Each of us has plenty of material for self-communing. For example, I can stay with my thoughts for thousands of years.
Have I got to keep silent too?
Yes! In that way, we will work on our salvation. Agreed?
Agreed?
I agree.
Excellent. Then, goodbye.
Excuse me. Do you have a glass? Any sort of glass, a pocket mirror will do. Mr. Garcin, even if you don't want to talk with me, you can lend me a glass.
I had a glass with me, but it's gone. I think they've taken it at the entrance.
Oh, tiresome.
What's the matter?
Oh, I feel so queer. If I can't see myself, I begin to wonder if I really and truly exist. I bet myself, but it doesn't help much.
You're lucky. I'm always conscious of myself in my head. Painfully conscious.
I have 6 big mirrors in my bedroom. There they are. I can see them, but they don't see me. Oh, I just can do nothing without a looking glass forever and ever. I simply can't.
I suppose I can be a glass. Come and pay me a visit.
It's me. But I'm so tiny. I can't see myself properly.
But I can see every inch of you. You can ask questions. I'll be as candid as any looking glass.
Come on, Mr. Garcin. I'm sure our chat isn't boring you.
Forget about him. He doesn't count. We're all by ourselves. Ask away.
Does my body look good?
Show. Quite versatile.
So it looks all right?
You're lovely, Estelle.
But how can I rely upon your taste?
I have your taste because I like you so much.
Are you really attracted by me?
Very much indeed.
But I wish he'd notice me too.
Of course, because he's a man. You won. Just look at her. Don't pretend you haven't missed a word of what we said.
Quite so. I put my fingers in my ears, but her voices are tunneled in my brain. Won't you leave me in peace?
Maybe not in me, but what about this child? Aren't you interested in her?
Let's just forget about others.
Forget about the others. I feel you in every pore. Your silence clamors in my ears. Your thoughts are like this stupid clock in my head, like tick-tock, tick-tock. I prefer my own hell. I prefer to look in the eyes and find it out face to face.
All right. Have it your own way. I suppose we're bound to come to this. So, I attract you, little girl. I saw you were making eyes at me.
Don't touch me!
Why not? Why not? Do you know, I used to be mad about women, and some were fond of me. So, we may as well stop posing and we shall be naked. Naked as newborn babies.
Let me be!
Why? Why? You, my young lady, you shall begin. Why?
They wouldn't tell me why.
They wouldn't tell me either. But I have a pretty good idea. I'm here because I treated my wife abominably for 5 years. Naturally, she's suffering still. They given her back my things. She's sitting by the window with my coat on her knees. My coat! My coat with 12 bullet holes. Night after night, I came home, blind drunk, stinking of wine and women. She'd set up for me, of course, but never uttered a word of reproach. Never. Nothing. Not a protest. Nothing. I don't regret anything. Won't you cry? Won't you cry? Only her big tragic eyes spoke. That woman was a born marcher, a victim by vocation.
Why did you hurtle at us?
Because it was so easy. One word was enough to make her flinch. She was like a sensitive plant. It's her fault. She adored me too much. Does this mean anything to you?
No. Nobody adored me. I was what people call a dumb bitch. Dumb already. So it's dead man tale. With 3 courses to eat. No surprise I'm here. I see it now and then with the doors locked. No. They've unlocked it. To let, there is the note to let. It's so ridiculous.
3. 3 deaths, you said.
3?
So, did he kill himself?
No. He didn't have guts for that. He was run over by a tram. A silly sort of death. He was my cousin, we lived together.
Was Florence fair?
Fair. You know, I regret nothing, and I'm still not keen on telling you the story.
all right. So you got to see him again?
Quite gradually. All sort of small things, you know? He made this noise, some kind of gurgle when he was drinking. And he was rather pathetic, vulnerable, while smiling.
And then?
And then Tram did his job. I used to remind you every day. Yes, my pet. We keep between us. I'm rather cruel, you know. I cannot live without making people suffer. When I'm alone, I flicker out. So for 6 months, I flamed away in her heart. Everything until there was nothing but cinder. One night, she woke up, turned on the gas when I was asleep. Then she crept back into my bed. So now you know.
Well, that's not a pretty story. Now your turn. What have you done?
As I told you, I haven't a notion. I rack my brain, but it's no use.
Oh yeah, well let me help you a bit. That man with the smashed face, who is he?
A friend of mine.
Why were you afraid of him?
It's my business, Mr. Garcin.
Did he kill himself because of you?
Don't go on, please.
Yes,
Don't.
because of you, because of you.
Kill himself because of you.
Leave me alone. It's not fair bullying me like that. I want to go. You hateful, both of you.
Hateful, that's the word. Let me guess. You were his mistress and he was poor like a church mouse.
Yes, he was poor.
And you had your reputation to keep up, so when he implored you to go with him, you laughed in his face.
That's it.
You've got it all wrong, you two. You wanted me to have a baby. So there, I certainly didn't. But baby came, worse luck. I went to Switzerland for 5 months and no one knew anything. It was a girl. Roger was with me when she was born. It pleased him Nayant to have a daughter. It didn't please me.
And then?
Then? There was a balcony overlooking the lake, and I brought a big stone. He could see what I was up to, and he kept on shouting, "Estelle, for God's sake, don't!" But I did. I hated him then.
Thank you all for
He
staying.
could see
We had a
the rings,
couple of meetings there with,
so beautiful, spread on the water.
Yes, and then?
So I was happy to
Then
say that we did.
I came back to Paris,
And then I had a one-on-one for
and he did as he wished.
You mean he blew his brains out?
when I showed up today.
It was so absurd of him. My husband never suspected anything.
Nothing doing. Tears don't flow in this place.
I'm a coward. I hate you. Oh, if you knew how I hate you both.
Watch out. So the hearing is over, there is no point of being a hanging judge.
A hanging judge? Oh, I would give everything to see myself in a glass. Sorry.
Don't bother yourself. You can stay as you wish.
You mustn't be angry with me, Estelle. So, what now? I suppose we start helping each other.
I don't need help.
But Ines, they lay traps everywhere. None of us can help himself or herself. What's happening?
They've let it. They've let it. The windows are wide open. And there's a man sitting on my bed. My bed, if you please. And there's a woman in the room too. She's coming up to him and putting her hands on his shoulders. It's getting dark. Why do turn on the light? It's my room. It's my room. Pitch dark now. I can't see anything. I hear the whispering. Whispering. To make love on my bed. My bed. It's going on. Look, don't. I can't see and hear a thing. So I think I'm done with yours. No more enemies for me. I'm empty, desiccated, really down at last. What were you saying?
Something about helping you.
To help me, Nancy, just needs a spark of human feeling.
That's beyond my reach and rotten to the core. I can't receive. Don't tweak me to your brain. How can I leave? Florence.
To be clear, the French president
was fair.
said he wanted to send troops to Ukraine. He only said it should be discussed.
Can't you see?
Here's what he told reporters
This woman,
after Ukraine's escape.
she's born to be your torture.
I think I guess it. And you're another trap. I'll catch her.
You won't catch anything. We're chasing round and round like horses on a roundabout.
I know what's coming to me. I'm going to burn. It lasts forever. Yes, but I'll catch her and she'll see it through my eyes. As Florence did with that man. Yes, I'm a tramp up to the neck. Yes, but if it's you, that book, so be it.
But I feel sorry for you. Look at me. I'm all naked. I'm dried up too. But I see into your heart for you. I can still feel pity.
Don't. I I hate being poor about. Feel a pity for yourself. Don't forget, Garcin, there are traps for you in this room also. But if you leave me and this child in peace, I won't do you any harm.
Very well.
Garcin,
What?
you can help me.
If you will help, apply to her.
I tell you, he was mine, all mine.
Yes, he was. Yours. Once. But no more. All of yours in here, in this room.
You mine? That's good. Well, which of you two would dare to call me his glancing stream, his crystal girl? You know too much about me. You know I'm rotten. Peter, dear, think of me. Fix your thoughts on me and save me. All the time you are thinking, my glancing stream, my crystal girl, I'm only half here. I'm only half wicked, and half of me is near down on earth with you, saved and clean, and crystal is running water. Our poor dear Estelle. Don't be such a fraud. You even didn't shed a tear at her funeral. Oh, Estelle. Dance! 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 But do keep time. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, how much I'd have to go down there on earth for just a moment and dance with him again. The music's growing fainter. Why are they playing so softly? Louder, please, louder! I can hear you! The F has left me! It's the end. Don't turn from me, please! Hold me in your arms!
Now then, Garcin.
It's to her you should speak.
Oh, don't turn from me, please! You're a man, aren't you? And I'm not so scary as all that. Everyone says I have lovely hair, and after all, a man killed himself on my account. I dropped off their hearts as a little sparrow fallen from its nest. So, dear, please give me up, fold me to your heart, and you will see how nice I can be.
It's to her you should speak.
But she doesn't count, she's a woman.
Estelle, my glassy stream, my crystal.
Oh, your crystal! It's grotesque! You know for now what I did to my baby. So the crystal's shattered, but I don't care.
You can be anything you want. A glassy stream, a modest stream, and in my eyes you'll see whatever you want to see.
Stop it! You haven't any eyes! What can I do to get rid of you? Oh, I have an idea. There.
Garcin shall pay for that.
So it's a man you want.
Not any man. You!
Any man would do. As I happen to be here, you want me. But I'm warning you, I'm not of your kind.
I'll take you as you are, and maybe you could change.
Maybe you grow like a silly bitch you are, and he's a little good looking.
Don't listen to her.
I'll give you what I can. It doesn't amount to much. I cannot love you. I know you too well.
Do you want me?
Yes!
Estelle, Garcin, I'm crazy, I'm here too!
Who cares?
No.
I'm warning you! I'm no gentleman. I have no compunction about striking a woman.
Yes, the wicked party, one against you. Don't forget I'm here watching. When you kiss her, you'll feel my eyes pouring into you. Yes, make love and get it over.
Your body. Give me your body. What?
Didn't I tell you not to pay attention to her?
You've got it all wrong. It's Gomez. He's back in the press room. They've shut the windows. It must be winter down there. 6 months since I warned you of you'll be absent-minded sometimes. They've kept their coats on. It's funny. They feel so cold while I'm feeling so hot. Estelle, you must give me your trust.
I've given you my mouth, my arms, my whole body, and everything could be so simple. My trust. You must have something pretty ghastly on your conscience to make such a fuss about my trust in you.
They shot me! I wasn't to be silenced. They took the train. They caught me at the frontier.
What can I say? You acted quite rightly if you didn't want to fight. But darling, how can I guess what you want me to answer?
He wanted to say that he escaped like a lion.
But you had to run away. If you'd say they sent you to jail, wouldn't they?
Of course they would. Estelle, am I a coward?
How can I say? I can't put myself in your skin. You must decide it for yourself.
But I wanted to make a stand. I thought it all out. But was that my real motive? When do I need you to tell me that? Why? And finally I figured it out. If I take my death courageously, I'll prove I'm no coward.
And how did you face death?
Miserably. But it was on a physical lapse. It would happen to anyone. Look at them. Sitting in their chairs, sucking on their cigars, bored, half asleep, thinking Garcin's a coward. One's got to think of something.
What about you, Estelle? Do you like panties?
If you knew how much I care about it. Coward or not, as long as you know how to kiss.
What about your wife, Mr. Garcin?
Haven't I told you? She's dead! About 2 months ago.
Oh, really?
Oh, what else should she die of? So now everything's for the best. The war is over. My wife is dead. And I carved out my place in history.
My poor darling. Look at me. Keep your head there. There. Wipe the trouble, what those men are thinking. They will die one by one. There is only me now. Forget them.
They'll die. But others will come to carry on the legend. I put my faith in their hands. They're passing judgment about my life without even troubling about me. And they're right. Because I'm dead. I'm dead and done with the back number. If I could only find someone to say that I'm not the sort who runs away, that I'm brave and decent, and the rest of it, that one person's fate would save me. Estelle, would you have that faith in me? I would love you. I would cherish you forever.
My dear, my silly man, do you think I could love a coward?
Just now you said
I was only teasing you. I like men who are real men with tough skin and strong hands. You haven't. A coward's chin, or a coward's mouth, or a coward's hair. But it's for your mouth, your voice, your hair. I love.
Do you mean it? Really mean it?
Shall I swear it?
Then I snap my fingers at them all, those below and those in here. Estelle, together, we shall climb out of hell. What?
But she doesn't mean a word of what she said. How can it be such a simple little Estelle, am I a coward as if she can?
Is it true? Estelle, is it true?
What do you expect me to answer? You make things difficult. Oh, anyhow, I would love you just the same, even if you were a coward.
Leave me alone! Leave me! God, you disgust me, both of you. I'm going.
Please, God, don't worry my back action. It doesn't work.
Estelle, leave me. You're even faller than she. Look at you. Look at you. You're so soft and slimy like an octopus, like a quagmire.
I beg you, don't leave me with Ines for now. She shows her clothes.
Well, look after yourself.
How mean you are. Yes, it's quite true. You are a coward. A coward.
Spit in my face, plain hanging out with him, but now he's going. And what he would treat us for me, he's doing it. No! And the place no!
I must get out. I'll endure anything to relax. The man Vincent and all the other from Oh, won't you look?
Garcin, you're free to go.
I wonder why the screen stopped showing.
Hurry up and go.
I will not go.
What a situation. Estelle, what about you? Who shall leave? It's a scream, we're inseparable.
Inseparable? Garcin, help me! Quickly! No, we will push her out and restore me.
Let her go!
You're crazy, she hates you!
It's because of her I'm staying here.
Because of me?
Yes!
Restore the antenna. 10 times shorter than it was before. Because of me.
Yes. You know what it means to be a coward. You couldn't interpret the horror you saw. You know what evil costs. And when you say I'm a coward, you know from experience what it means.
Do you really want to convince me?
Listen, Ines, I can't hear them any longer. We are alone. Only you two remain to give a thought to me. She doesn't count. It's you who matters. It's you who I need to convince.
Oh, it won't be easy. Look at me, I'm a hard-hearted woman.
Every man has a name in life. Mine was to be a real man. Can one be a coward if he courts danger at every turn? And can you judge a life by a single action?
One dies too soon or too late. Then one is complete, ready for summing up. You're your wife, nothing more.
Oh, what a poisonous woman you are!
That's what I mean when I say you're vulnerable. You're a coward, Garcin, because I wish it. I wish it, you hear me? I wish it!
Garcin!
What?
Revenge yourself!
How?
Kiss me, darling, and you'll hear her squeal!
Oh, you're right, Ines. I am at your mercy, but you're also at mine.
Hey, you coward running up to women to console you.
Yes, that's right, Ines. Squeal away!
Yeah, be careful, you'll leave a stain on your dress.
That's right. Squeal away. Hug me tight, darling. Kiss me, and then finish her off. And all good things do.
Yes. Press your body until they feel melting into each other. A lump of womb, throbbing flesh.
Don't listen to her. Press your lips. My mouth. Oh, yours.
Yes, there is it all. What all you see? Coward Garcin holds baby killer Estelle in his manly arms. Make your stakes, ladies and gentlemen. Will coward Garcin kiss the lady, or won't he dare? Coward, that's what I say. There's no use trying to escape. I won't let you go. What you trying to get from concealment? Forgetfulness. But I won't forget. It's I you need to convince.
Oh, will night never come?
Never.
And I will always see you.
Always.
Oh, I understand now. I'm in hell. Only you two. I expected more, many more. Remember what we were told about hell? All wives' tales.
Oh, Garcin, please.
Hell is other people.
Please.
I cannot love you while she's watching.
In that case, I'll stop her